रसायो मानवो देव मनुपुत्रा महाजसा कला सर्वे हरेरिवा सप्रजापत्तया स्मृतः रसायो मानवो देव मनुपुत्रा महाजसः कला सर्वे हरेरिवा सप्रजाप्ताय संवृतः रसायो मानवो देव मनुपुत्रा महोजसः कला सर्वे हरेरिवा सप्रजाप्ताय संवृतः. Yes, Akshay Prabhu, please go and read the shloka.
मनवो देवा मनुपुत्रा महोजसा कला सर्वे हरेरेव सप्रजापतयः स्मृतः.
Very good. Next, Mataji, please go ahead.
रसायो मानवो देवा मानुपुत्रा महौजसः कला सर्वे हरेरेवा सम्प्रजापते स्मृतः.
Next. Next.
रसायो मनवो देवा मनुपुत्रा महोजसा कला सर्वे हरे देवा सप्रजापतय स्मृत.
Next.
रसयो मनहो देवा मनुपुत्रा महाजुषः कला सर्वे हरे एवा सप्रजापतयः स्मृतः.
Priya, your tab is unlocked. You can use your tab also.
Okay.
Word to word meaning. Puja Mataji, call Navita Mataji also. Where is she? Rasaya, all the sages. Manava, all the Manus. Devaha, all the demigods. Manu Putra, all the descendants of Manu. Maha Ojasa, very powerful. Kalaha, portion of the plenary portion. Survey, all collectively. Hare, of the Lord. Eva, certainly. Sa Prajapataya, along with the Prajapatis. Smritaha are known. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada. So we studied yesterday about Lord Buddha. So Asta Mataji asked me something. So I'm sorry I didn't get a time to clarify that thing. So today I will do that thing. So now the another incarnation we will be studying about further things. What is there? All the rishis, Manu, demigods, and descendants of Manu who are specially powerful are plenary portions or portions of plenary portions of the Lord. This also include the Prajapatis. ठीक है, अब जितने भी ऋषिज हैं, मनु हैं, देवगण हैं, they are all the plenary portions of the Lord. As we are also the incarnations of Lord in some way, because we are also part and parcel, we are also incarnations of Lord. But अभी जैसे यहाँ पे बात हो रही है कि those who are especially powerful are plenary portion or portions of plenary portions of the Lord. Means everything is emanating from Lord. We can understand in some way that as Krishna says in Bharma Samhita, Brahmaji says that Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda. In today's 10th chapter also, Bhagavad Gita, we were studying that Krishna is the beginning and middle of everything. So that means everything is emanating from Krishna. It might be Rishi, demigod, descendants of Manu. Everyone is coming from him only. ठीक है, so that's what there. And it यहाँ पे जैसे लिखा प्रजापति भी include होते हैं यहाँ पे. So it says those who are comparatively less powerful are called vibhuti, and those who are comparatively more powerful are called avesha incarnations. So now these are different names of incarnations. ठीक है, जैसे हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था, there are yuga avataris, yuga incarnations, there are lila incarnations. Now there are vibhuti incarnation and avesha incarnation. Vibhuti incarnation, those who are less powerful, and more powerful are called avesha incarnations. Okay, so we'll move further. There is nothing much to describe about it. If something I will say, or if अगर आपका कोई प्रश्न रहेगा तो I will answer. ठीक है, but right now I'll be moving further. Iti chamsa kala pumsam. This shloka is very important, so I request you also please memorize this one. 1-3-28. So इस श्लोका को आप please याद कीजिए. It is very important one. ये declare करता है that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. So you all are requested to memorize this shloka. Okay, this will be homework for all of you. Ite chamsa kala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Soyam Indriyari Vikalam Lokam Mridayanti Yuge Yuge. What says? All of the above mentioned incarnations are either plenary portions or portions of plenary portions of the Lord. But Lord Shiva Krishna is the original personality of Godhead. क्या बोला है? जितनी भी इनकारनेशन अभी तक हम लोगों ने पढ़ी, चाहे गर्भोदक्षाई विष्णु हो, मनोज हो, डेमीगॉड्स हो या empowered souls हो, जैसे नारद मुनि, व्यासदेव हो, whoever it might be, they are all somehow the portions of Krishna, like सुप्रीम पर्सनैलिटी ऑफ गॉड हेड, बट द ओरिजिनल पर्सनैलिटी इज कृष्णा। तो ये नहीं बोल सकते कि विष्णु से कृष्णा आ रहे, नहीं, कृष्णा इज द ओरिजिनल पर्सन। जैसे हमने देखा द्वापर युग कृष्णा हिमसेल्फ अपीयर, द्वापर युग में कृष्ण स्वयं आते हैं, जैसे युग अवतार की बात की जाए तो उस युग में भगवान स्वयं आते हैं। इज नॉट एन इनकारनेशन, कृष्ण इज नॉट इनकारनेशन, ठीक है, कृष्ण इज द ओरिजिनल पर्सन फ्रॉम होम एवरीथिंग इज कमिंग। सो that is there. All of them appear on planets whenever there is disturbance created by the atheist. The Lord incarnate to protect the theist. So क्या बोला है कि जब भी जैसे भगवत गीता में श्लोका आता है यदा यदा ही धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत, so whenever there is declination on the dharma, Lord appear or descends, ठीक है, according to time, place and circumstances, Lord appear to protect the devotees and destroy the demons from the world. So that's the purpose of Lord, to descend all the time. Okay, so all the time just remember that Krishna is the supreme, all others are his incarnation, whatever it might be. Okay, so the purport is Prabhupada is telling, in this particular stanza, Lord Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, is distinguished from other incarnations. He is counted amongst the avatars because out of his causeless mercy, the Lord descended from his transcendental abode. ठीक है, अब जैसे कोई आपको बोलता है कि नहीं भगवान कृष्ण भी तो अवतार हैं, वो भी तो अवतार हैं, आप ये श्लोक उनको दिखाइए, बताइए कि कृष्ण अवतार नहीं है, इट्स कॉजलेस मर्सी दैट ही डिसेंड्स, एंड इट सीम्स लाइक ही इज एन युगा अवतार, बट इट्स नॉट एन अवतार, वो अवतार नहीं है, ठीक है, ही कम्स, इनकारनेशन, ही कम्स। सो इट सेज, यहाँ पे लिखा है Avatar means one who descends. All the incarnations of Lord, including the Lord himself, descend to the different planet of the material world as also in different species of life to fulfill particular missions. This is Krishna's causeless mercy that Lord himself descends. Descends means जो ऊपर से आए, ठीक है? So Krishna himself come from his abode. For what's the reason? For his devotees' protection and for demons को निकालने के लिए. So in different time, different species, different places he appears. Okay. Sometimes he comes himself and sometimes his different plenary portions or part of plenary portion or his differentiated portions directly or indirectly empowered by him descend to this material world to execute certain specific functions. ठीक है, अभी जैसे for example, Lord Nrsimhadev appeared, to protect his devotee Prahlad Maharaj, okay, and to kill the demon Hiranyakashipu. Then Lord Ramachandra appeared to set an example of an ideal human being, ideal king and the Maryada Purushottama. He set the example there, ठीक है. So उन्होंने ये example वहाँ पे set किया. And then he appeared as Lord Varahadev to take the earth from the Rasatala, उसको बाहर निकालने के लिए. Then again he killed the demon Hiranyaksha there. Okay, and then later in Dwapar Yuga he appeared as Krishna himself to again to establish the dharma there, because the Kauravas has literally done the great disturbance to the dharma. So again he appeared there, and like that in different time, different place he come and explain. This place is extraordinary power and all those things he said, So अब जो भी हो, that is like plenary or empowered incarnations में, जैसे अभी कलयुग में Krishna himself descends as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, ठीक है, that is Krishna himself. Okay, then there is Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya. He is an Shakti Vaishya avatar. Shakti Vaishya avatar means empowered soul. So he is also the devotee who was sent by Srila Prabhupada. कभी भगवान खुद आते हैं, कभी किसी को भेजते हैं, जैसे जीसस क्राइस्ट, मोहम्मद पैगंबर. So they are all the empowered soul who was sent at particular time to preach people, to elevate them, जैसे श्रील प्रभुपाद के उदाहरण मैंने दी. He is a Shakti Vaishya avatar, means empowered soul by Lord himself. Like the Sant Tukaram, who was I studied his biography. The Sant Tukaram का जो biography था, उसमें भी ये चीज mentioned थी that he was a pure devotee in the abode of Lord, and Lord requested him to go down to deliver the people of the material world, कि उनके भले के लिए आप जाइए नीचे और just help them to come, So he was also empowered by Lord. Though he don't want to come, he says नहीं कलयुग में कौन जाएगा. Lord says, don't worry, please go. And he came. He took a birth in a Shudra family, but he was not a Shudra. Your devotees are never into Shudra things. So, हमारे महाराष्ट्र का ही है. Like Akshay Prabhu, you are in Pune, huh? So you must be knowing about Sant Tukaram. So he appeared in Dehu.
From
Huh?
Nagpur. I'm from,
You are from?
but I know about him. I am from Nagpur.
You are from Nagpur. Are you not in Pune right now?
No, I am not in Pune right.
Okay. I thought you are from Pune or Maharashtra.
Yeah, I am from Maharashtra, but I am not from Pune.
Okay, you are from Maharashtra. So you are well aware of Dehu and all the places?
I know,
Pandharpur?
and I have, yes, Pandharpur.
You have been to the
Lord.
Pandharpur?
No, I haven't been.
Oh, Krishna. You must go Pandharpur. You know, the like Maharashtra is a place of saints.
No, I am not able to go there.
You're not able to? Pandharpur
Yes, I
Yatra
don't
is
know, but-
happening every year. It's last year, it's due to Corona, the people weren't able to, I think, but one should. Even I was so eager to be into Pandharpur one day, but I don't know when Lord Vittala will call me and I would able to go there. So I was very much inspired by the Tukarams, all the saints of Maharashtra, and like Saint Tukaram is one of the very exalted devotee.
Actually, I went too close to Pandharpur, but
Huh?
I don't know how. I went very close to Pandharpur, but I don't know why I don't. I think there is not not enough vehicles for there.
Maybe
I
it's
did
not the
cross
right time for you. So maybe in the association of devotees you should go.
Yes.
But
I
do
think
have that desire to visit Pandharpur, you know.
I have a strong desire for that. But
Yeah, there
still
are so saintly people. Why not take the advantage of the saintly people there? Even the Shivaji, who was the king at that time, he also came to Tukaram to take his shelter. He says, I'm going to renounce everything, just make me your disciple. And Saint Tukaram says, no, you should carry on with your duties. So even the big people were coming to him. So they were all very much like inspired by Lord Vittala, and Vittal तो वहाँ पे बहुत उनका पूजा जाता है, and there are many saintly people are there, and like I forgot the name, मुझे इतने नाम तो नहीं याद है, तो मैंने बहुत सारे संतों की वहाँ की स्टोरी सुनी है, तो they are all, ये सास था,
माता जी एक जो थी ना जनाबाई जिनको सर्व
yes,
करती थी
Janabai, yes,
जनाबाई
Janabai was there, she is the one
जनाबाई
more,
जिनको सर्व करती थी या
yeah,
वो कौन
she
थे
was one
जनाबाई
more.
जिनको serve-
Whatever she used to cook, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra was coming from there. Vitthala, Vitthala, one can listen there. So that's
यस
why.
यस वो जो काऊ डंग से जो
Yeah, cow
बनाते थे
dung
ना
it
उससे
was
भी
coming.
ज्यादा साउंड आता
Yeah.
था
So it's a like you are a very pious person who was from Maharashtra. So nice. You should feel proud you are from
माता जी
Maharashtra.
वो जो जनाबाई जिनको सर्व करती थी वो कौन थे मतलब मैं नाम भूल रही हूँ कौन
Even
से
I
देव
don't remember right now, Asa, because
नामदेव माता जी
huh?
आई गेट इट नामदेव नामदेव
Namdev. Yes,
नामदेव जी
Namdev was the
यस
guru of
नामदेव जी
Janabai.
यस
Yes, Janabai ke guru the. Namdev Tukaram, Janabai Tukaram. Like the song is there. That's now it's coming to my mind. So it's a very wonderful, like you are very pious soul who was from Maharashtra. So you have been to this. So Tukaram is also sent by Lord himself. भगवान ने स्वयं उनको भेजा था, एंड आप सबको जान के हैरानी रहेगी, तुकाराम अपने इसी ध्यय में गोलोक गए थे, धाम गए थे, अपने इसी शरीर में, भौतिक शरीर में. So even the like Dhruva Maharaj, he also went in the same body. So same way Tukaram Maharaj went. Even the Vaikuntha se aaya tha that that Vahan of Krishna came to take him, and for Dhruva Maharaj also. So it happened. So it's a very pious thing. So I was whenever it's possible, do visit Pandharpur and visit the places where Indrani River, जहाँ पे तुकाराम महाराज की अभंगास को बहा दिया गया था. So many pious places are there in the Maharashtra. So I'm just saying these are the people who were sent by Lord for the benefit of our poor people with the fallen souls. Okay. So sometimes Lord himself comes and sometimes he sends his devotees, like the Srila Prabhupada is sent for us all people. So we are fortunate that we are into Krishna consciousness. We are today studying Bhagavatam, coming together, chanting the holy names. So it's all the mercy of causeless mercy of Krishna himself or his pure devotees, that he sends his devotees time to time to remind us, come back now, how long you are going to suffer here, now come back. So that's there. So we have to take full advantage of all these association. I remember today morning I was sharing something with Priya Mataji when I called her. So she told about Maharaj, Gopal Krishna Maharaj, that Maharaj was very careful not to commit any sinful action or any aparadha, that line has literally struck me a lot, that no more offense, no more sinful life. Just say no to everything. I remember in the morning I was doing something, so I just open up my mobile to see something. Then I say no. What you are doing right now, focus on your service. Say no to anything that is not related right now. Be observed in the services. So no more sins. So no offenses. So like that way. So sometimes it just inspires. So that's how. Okay, so we have to take full advantage of every whatever association we get. So whatever we are like round up in Bhagavatam we are studying, so that is there. So take full advantage. Okay, because we don't know how much we are going to get, but whatever we have, we should take the full advantage of that. So that's very powerful. It will help us to grow in our devotion. Okay. So then it said further that, yeah. So originally the Lord is full of all opulences, all prowess, all fame, all beauty, all knowledge, and all renunciation. When they are partially manifested through the plenary portion or part of plenary portion, it should be noted that certain manifestation of his different powers are required for those particular functions. ओके अब जैसे बोला जाए कि भगवान कृष्ण तो 6 के 6 ऑपुलेंसेस उनमें फुल हैं, जैसे ब्यूटी है, फेम है, पावर है, नॉलेज है, रिनंसिएशन है, ऑपुलेंस, द ऑल थिंग्स आर देयर इन हिम। मगर जब वो अपनी इनकारनेशंस में जैसे प्लैनरी पोर्शंस या पार्ट ऑफ प्लैनरी पोर्शंस में आते हैं, तो उनकी एक सर्टन पावर होती है जो ज्यादा प्रोमिनेंट होती है, और जो उस टाइम के लिए ज्यादा चाहिए होती है। जैसे यहाँ पे बता रहे हैं प्रॉपर, व्हेन इन द रूम स्मॉल इलेक्ट्रिक बल्ब आर डिस्प्लेड, इट डज नॉट मीन दैट द इलेक्ट्रिक पावर हाउस इज लिमिटेड बाय द स्मॉल बल्ब। ठीक है, कि अब जैसे उस समय तो उस मतलब उस समय के लिए वो ज्यादा कोई पावर ज्यादा डिस्प्ले की जाती है, तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि ही वॉज लेस विद द थिंग्स। अब जैसे जैसे उदाहरण दी जा रही है, हमारे कमरे में लाइट का बल्ब है, ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि पावर हाउस की जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी है वो इस बल्ब तक ही लिमिटेड है। नो, it has more, you know, the same powerhouse can supply power to operate large scale industrial dynamos with great volt. Similarly, the incarnation of Lord display limited powers because so much power is needed at that particular time, कि उस समय क्या पता उनकी incarnation थोड़ी सी पावर उस टाइम शो करती है, but that doesn't mean that he didn't had, he is limited. No, he can provide so much, but the thing is उस particular time के लिए उतना ही पावर चाहिए। ठीक है, so that was it mentioned by Prabhupada. So don't ऐसा नहीं बोलने कि incarnation आई है तो इनमें power कम है. No, as I said that Vishnu Tattvas, they are all equal in power, but maybe sometimes they are displaying some other qualities, some other things, but that doesn't mean कि इनमें कम है power तो उनमें नहीं है, नहीं, it's all. जैसे अभी छोटा बल्ब इलेक्ट्रिसिटी आ रहा है तो बोलते पावर हाउस का पावर इतना ही है, नहीं, it can give more powers, isn't it? मगर फिलहाल के लिए घर में तो छोटा बल्ब भी चाहिए ना, इतने बड़े थोड़ा ना क्या लाइट चाहिए, स्टेडियम में जितने बल्ब लगे होते हैं उतने बल्ब थोड़ा एक कमरे में चाहिए, one bulb is sufficient. So like that way. Okay, next is mentioned, for example, Lord Parshuram and Lord Narasimha displayed unusual opulence by killing the disobedient Kshatriyas 21 times and killing the greatly powerful atheist Hiranyakashipu. अब परशुराम और भृगुपति जिनको कहा जाता है, उनने 21 बार क्षत्रिय जनरेशन को धरती से बाहर भगाया, और नरसिम्हा देव ने किनको मारा था? हिरण्यकशिपु को। Hiranyakashipu was so powerful that even the demigod in other planet would tremble simply by unfavorable raising of his eyebrow. In 7th canto, it is very detailed thing is mentioned कि हिरण्यकशिपु अभी ऐसे आंख भी उठाएंगे ना तो सारे देवता गने से डर जाते थे, ऊपर ही डेमिगॉड का ऊपर ही तांडव मच जाता था उन लोगों का, अरे अरे क्या हो गया. So he was such a powerful person. So demigod in the higher planet would tremble simply by unfavorable raising of his eyebrow. The demigod in high level of material existence many times excel the most well-to-do human beings in duration of life, beauty, wealth, paraphernalia, all other aspects. अब जो देवगण है वो हमसे ज्यादा पावरफुल है हर सेंस में, they are very much more empowered than us. Still they were afraid of Hiranyakashipu. Thus we can simply imagine how powerful Hiranyakashipu was in the material world. He was so powerful. But even Hiranyakashipu was cut into small pieces by the nail of Lord Narasimhadev. अब जैसे छोटा सा कीड़ा होता है उसको आप नाखून में मसल देते हो, तो for Narasimhadev, Hiranyakashipu was like that person who was just like a wasp, who was just like अपने हाथों में मसल दिया जिसको नरसिम्हादेव ने. So we can understand what is the strength of Narasimhadev. So this means that anyone materially powerful cannot stand the strength of the Lord's nail. कि कोई भी व्यक्ति materially आप कितना ही powerful क्यों ना हो, भगवान के आगे आप कुछ भी नहीं हो. So this means that similarly, Jamadagnya displayed the Lord's power to kill all the disobedient king powerfully, situated in their respective states. The Lord's empowered incarnation Narada and plenary incarnation Varaha as well as indirectly empowered Lord Buddha, created faith in the mass of people. अब Lord Buddha भी तो मतलब इनडायरेक्टली empowered हैं, कृष्ण की इनकारनेशन मानी जाती है. उन्होंने तो लोगों का ध्यान मतलब फेथ ही चेंज कर दिया है. बोला वेदास होते ही नहीं है और उनको बना दे कि मेरे पे यकीन कर लो. दैट्स अ बिग डील. मैं आप लोगों को बोलूं बाकी सब छोड़ दो, बस मेरे पे यकीन करो. That might be, I might be a very good orator then, or might be very influential. So that must be something there, na, that you are people able to believe on me rather than leaving everything aside. उसके लिए समय लगता है, मगर Lord Buddha did it. Mass of people were following him. So this is the power display of Lord Krishna. The incarnation of Ram, Dhanvantari, displayed his fame, and Balaram, Mohini, Vamana exhibited his beauty. अब जैसे राम जी धनवंतरी थे, उन्होंने अपना फेम प्रचार किया. बलराम जी, मोहिनी, वामन देव exhibited their beauty. Mohini, avatar of Krishna, was so beautiful. Even demigod, the asuras, those who were after nectar, क्या बोला उन्होंने? तुम अपने हाथ से दो ना, जिसको भी दोगे चलेगा. पहले दोनों देवगण और असुर लड़ाई कर रहे हैं, हम पहले लेंगे तो हम पहले लेंगे. तो जब उन्होंने मोहिनी रूप को देखा, देवगण भी वो थे, पागल हो चुके थे. सो व्हाट दे डिड, दे गेव द नेक्टर पॉट टू मोहिनी. नाउ यू डिसाइड whomever you want to give. आप डिसाइड करो. देखो इतना यकीन हो जाना. दैट्स द पावर ऑफ ब्यूटी ऑफ कृष्णा. Then Dattatreya, Matsya, Kumara and Kapila exhibited his transcendental knowledge. अब कपिला देव ने ज्ञान दिया. कुमार हमारे जो 4 ब्रह्म हैं, ब्रह्मचारीज हैं. So they gave their knowledge, transcendental knowledge. So in certain incarnation, some opulence is more prominent. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि देर बाकी चीजें इनमें कम है. No, everything is there, मगर उस पर्टिकुलर टाइम के लिए शायद वो चीज ज्यादा जरूरी है, तो वो चीज एग्जिबिट की जाती है. ठीक है. सो नर नारायण ऋषि exhibited his renunciation. They are still Narayan Parvat is there in Badri Ashram, Badri Vishal. So still they are. It said that they are still doing tapasya there. So all the different indirectly empowered incarnation of Lord manifested different features, but Lord Krishna, the primeval Lord, exhibited the complete features of Godhead. तो जितने भी incarnations रहे, उन्होंने particular time पे एक particular feature को ज़्यादा display किया है. मगर जब भगवान स्वयं कृष्ण आए, so he displayed. Krishna himself is all attractive. How beautiful might be his Mohini incarnation. Yeah, it's too so beautiful. So these all incarnation you all will study as we go further on the Bhagavatam. So वहाँ पे ज़्यादा detail में आप पढ़ोगे. So that is there. Okay. So what here I was saying, yeah. So Krishna, जब Krishna incarnate होते हैं तो अपनी सारी चीजों को exhibit करते हैं. Like in the like Dwapar Yuga, Krishna came. So you all can see from his childhood pastimes, the small leelas, the beauty, fame, renunciation. You in Krishna Leela, everything you can see. So it says here that it is confirmed that he is the source of. Okay, Lord Krishna, the primeval Lord, exhibited the complete features of Godhead. Thus, it is confirmed that he is the source of all other incarnations. And the most extraordinary feature exhibited by Lord Krishna was his internal energetic manifestation of his pastimes with the cowherd girls. ये बाकी कहीं पे भी नहीं डिस्प्ले हुआ है. His pastimes with the gopis are all displays of transcendental existence, bliss and knowledge. Although these are manifested apparently as sex love, the specific attraction of his pastimes with the gopis should never be misunderstood. अब जैसे लोग बोलते हैं रास लीला है, it's like people directly jumped into the रास लीला without understanding the tattva behind, and they misunderstood it. अगर ये कहा जाता है कृष्ण is the greatest brahmachari, he is the brahmachari and he maintains his brahmacharya, and it's not that he got bewildered with the women's, no, and it's nothing like sex things is there with the gopis, no, it was not there. It's totally transcendental. तो ये काम वासना बढ़ाता नहीं है रास लीला, उल्टा काम वासना को खत्म करता है जब आप कृष्ण की ऐसी लीलाएं पढ़ेंगे. ठीक है. But the thing is we should study these topics in the association of the pure devotees, under the guidance of a devotees. Otherwise, there are chances you will get bewildered. So don't directly jump into these topics until you have studied from the very beginning. Okay. So he says, specific attraction of his pastimes with the gopis should never be misunderstood. The Bhagavatam relate these transcendental pastimes in the 10th canto. And in order to reach the position to understand transcendental nature of Lord Krishna's pastime with the gopis, the Bhagavata promotes the student gradually in 9 other cantos. अब जैसे मैंने कहा परीक्षित महाराज स्वयं भगवान के लीलाओं के बारे में सुनना चाहते थे कि जितनी भी उनकी चाइल्डहुड है या गोपियों के साथ लीलाएं हैं, and he was qualified also to hear that. But Sukdev Goswami, this Bhagavatam is for everyone. So it's very necessary that पहले कृष्ण तत्व को establish किया जाए. People should understood the position of Krishna and understood about him. Then they can understand these leelas. Otherwise they won't be able to relish and understand. They get bewildered. इसलिए भागवतम कभी भी पहले से दूसरे या पहले की बोले 5वां पढ़ लिया तो 6ठा कैंटो पढ़ लिया, नो. हमें स्टार्टिंग से भागवतम को पढ़ना चाहिए क्योंकि पहले 9 कैंटोस it will helps you to understand the transcendental nature of the Lord and everything about Krishna Tattva. Then you are able to relish what is in the 10th canto. Otherwise it's not possible for you. You will might get bewildered. Okay, so go in a sequence and under the guidance of devotees. Okay, they said further, according to Srila Goswami's statement, in accordance with authoritative source, Lord Krishna is the source of all other incarnations. It is not that Lord Krishna has any source of incarnation. So Krishna का कोई source नहीं है. It's only Krishna who is the source of everyone. So all the symptoms of supreme truth in full are present in the person of Lord Shri Krishna. And in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord emphatically declares that there is no truth greater than or equal to himself. In this stanza, the word Swayam is particularly mentioned to confirm that Lord Krishna has no other source than himself. Although in other places, the incarnations are described as Bhagavan because of their specific functions, nowhere are they declared to be Supreme Personality. In this stanza, the word Swayam signifies the supremacy as the Samam Bodham, that Krishna himself is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Others are also the Supreme Personality, but Krishna is the original. The Samam Bonam Krishna is one without a second. He himself has expanded himself in various parts, portion, particles as Swayam Rupa, Swayam Prakash. 1 second, let me see how much it is. Okay, I will read it out. I'm sorry, I will take little extra time today because ये 5 minute में इतना तो cover नहीं हो पाएगा. So I might take 10 more minutes. Okay, so you all people might have to join again. So he himself has expanded himself in various parts, portion and particles as Swayam Rupa, Swayam Prakash, Tad Ekatam, Prabhav, Vibhav, Vilas, Avatar, Avesha and Jivas. All provided with innumerable energies. जैसे हम लोगों ने पढ़ा अवेशा, विभूति होते जो less powerful होती हैं, अवेशा जो ज़्यादा powerful होते हैं. तो these are all the different expansions of God. ठीक है. Learned scholar in transcendental subject have carefully analyzed the Saman Bonam Krishna to have 64 principal attributes. All the expansion or categories of Lord possess only some percentage of these attributes. कि भगवान में 64 गुण होते हैं, बाकियों में इनसे कम होते हैं. ठीक है, 50, 55 या इस तरह से रहता है. ठीक है. So all the expansion or categories of Lord possess only some categories, some percentage of these attributes, but Krishna is the possessor of all attributes 100%. इसको Nectar of Devotion में explain किया गया है. His personal expansion such as Swayam Prakash or Tadekatam up to the categories of the avatars who are all Vishnu Tattva possess up to 93% of these transcendental attributes. अब जैसे विष्णु है, महाविष्णु है, they possess 93% of the attributes of Krishna. ठीक है. Lord Shiva, who is neither avatara nor avesha nor in between them, possess almost 84% of the attribute. तो शिवा को जैसे मैंने पहले भी कहा था, he is neither a Jiva Tattva, neither a Vishnu Tattva. He is somewhere in the middle. So he is a Shiva Tattva different. So इनमें कितने गुण हैं? 84%. 93 कितने हैं जो विष्णु तत्व हैं? ठीक है. और इनमें कितने शिवा में? 84%. ठीक है. And but the jivas or individual living being in different status of life possess up to the limit of 78% of attribute. अब जो जीव तत्व हैं जैसे हमें 78% attributes होते हैं. ठीक है. In the conditioned state of material existence, the living being possess these attributes in very minute quantity. मगर जब हम condition बद्ध अवस्था में, अभी जैसे हम conditioned है, तो हमें ये quantities बहुत कम है. Very minute gunas we have. ठीक है. So it says वेरिंग इन टर्म्स ऑफ द पायस लाइफ ऑफ द लिविंग बीइंग्स, कि जितना कोई कितना पायस है उसमें उतने ही गुण देखे जा सकते हैं. कोई कितना ही बद्ध है तो उसमें उतने ही गुण कम पाए जाते हैं. द मोस्ट परफेक्ट ऑफ लिविंग बीइंग इज द ब्रह्मा, द सुप्रीम एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर ऑफ वन यूनिवर्स. ही पोजेस 78% ऑफ द एट्रीब्यूट्स इन फुल. तो ब्रह्मा जी क्योंकि सबसे पायस हैं, वो भी जीव तत्व हैं, उनमें पूरे के पूरे 78% है. मगर हम लोगों में भी होने चाहिए 78, बट बिकॉज ऑफ आवर कंडीशनिंग it varies. ठीक है, हमें बहुत minute है. So all other demigods have the same attribute in less quantity. where human being possess the attribute in very minute quantity. कि जो डेमीगॉड है उनमें और भी कम है, और जो जीवा जो ह्यूमन बींग्स है हम लोग हैं, हमें तो बहुत minute है. It depends. ठीक है. The standard of perfection for a human being is to develop the attribute up to 78% in full. तो हमारा स्टैंडर्ड एडवांसमेंट का क्या आएगा जब हम पूरे 78% तक ला सके. एंड वी कैन पोजेस दोज इफ वी आर इनटू द प्योर स्टेट. ठीक है. द लिविंग बीइंग कैन नेवर पोजेस एट्रीब्यूट्स लाइक शिवा, विष्णु और कृष्ण. हम सिर्फ 78 तक ला सकते हैं, 84 93 नहीं जा सकते. ठीक है, क्योंकि जीवास के कोटा में सिर्फ 78 ही है. ठीक है. So then it further says, he can never become a god like Shiva, Vishnu or Krishna. He can become a Brahma in due course. The godly living being who are all residents of planet in the spiritual sky are eternal associates of God in different spiritual planets called Haridham. अब हम लोग क्या है, महेश धाम में लॉर्ड शिवा रहते हैं. ठीक है. हम लोग जो जीव आत्मा हैं, हम लोगों का जो पहला जन्म था वो ब्रह्मा जी के रूप में हुआ था. ठीक है. हमारा फर्स्ट बर्थ इज ब्रह्मा. ठीक है. उसके बाद में देखो कितना पतन हुआ है हमारा. सो वी पॉजेस 78, बट मैंने क्या बोला कि हम लोग 78 तक ले सकते हैं, मगर 78 से ज्यादा नहीं. ठीक है. द अबोर्ड ऑफ लॉर्ड कृष्णा above all spiritual planet is called Krishna Lok or Golok Vrindavan, and the perfected living being by developing 78% of above attribute in fullness can enter the planet of Krishna Loka after leaving the present material body. तो जब हम 78% acquire कर लेंगे, then we can get the qualification to go Krishna Loka. Means in the sense that when we get pure, then we can enter into Krishna abode. Please, you all people, please join again for a few more minutes. Then I will end up. Please come again.